Hey all, welcome to Parker's Reefs. Today's episode, I'm here with my daughter and we're going to check out the updates at Williamstown Aquarium. Alright, here we are at Williamstown Aquarium, which is probably my second local. It's about an hour from my house, and the main reason why I popped in today is because a little birdie told me that Williamstown Aquarium, that used to share this car park with another business here, no longer shares it because we have stretched out to be Williamstown Aquarium in an even larger premises. Now, whilst the extension is not complete yet, I thought I'd jump in and check it out and show you what's latest and greatest at Williamstown Aquarium. So let's head on in and check it out. Alright, so for those who don't know, Williamstown Aquarium is west of Melbourne, and in fact it's on Williamstown Road, so you can see it there on the map. And when you reach the store, it's got some very obvious signage out the front. Now, as soon as we enter, you're greeted with some of the AMS, some of Williamstown's local media, and this gorgeous little red Sea Nano tank here, which is just a beautiful display. I love the way it's got some real basic things in there, like some pallies, some fluffy morphs, some recordias, some frosted rose bubble tips, some zoas. Just a really nice, whilst it's a simple-ish tank, it's still got some really nice high-end things in there, which just showcases. Check out that little bounce shroom in there as well. Really showcases some of the things that is possible with a very simple tank, and I don't think anyone would say that's anything other than absolutely gorgeous. You've got the full range of the Red Sea DIY net covers there, and right at the front door you've got your self-serve salt and RO fill station, which makes nice and convenient trips from your boot to the fill station and back, of course, with your drums. If you want to mix your own salt, the team here carry Aquaforest Reef salt as well as the sea salt, and of course the Red Sea range of their Pro and their Blue salt. The Blue salt comes in a few different sizes. You've got these handy 20 kilo boxes as well as the small buckets and the large buckets. I quite like the look of these little 20 kilo refill boxes. You can see the parameters on there for SBS dominant tanks. This is very accurate, or very similar to natural saltwater levels, and it's probably why I prefer the blue bucket over the black bucket. Coming over here to what was once the iconic Williamstown display tank, as you can see, a new 10-foot, well, a new look 10-foot display tank is coming. They're going to be shifting this over to some corals that are going to suit their range of fish, because Williamstown really is known for fish. Don't get me wrong, as we're about to see here, they've got a great, in fact a huge range of corals as well, but Jack has no shortage of fish in stock, and building a display tank that's going to suit the range of fish they have, i.e. some of those ones that would pick at some corals, so putting some things like leathers and recordias and morphs and things in there, it's going to make a lot of sense. Now, shifting back to corals, this is their sort of front display tank where often some of the primo pieces are located. You can see some absolutely gorgeous morphs in there. We've got some really nice SBS frags at very affordable prices, some mangroves sitting there in a little bucket of salt, and some really nice little SBS pieces in here. In fact, we've got some beautiful gold rush, I think it is, Chalice frags in there, as well as some wild caught SBS colonies. We've got some Montiporas there. I can see a really nice Hydrophora up the back there. Got some nice what look like Dallas frags there. And wait till you see the price of these guys. These frags are so cheap. In fact, they're barely the cost of the tile. We're looking at $15 each, 2 for $25 or 3 for $30. $10 acro frags that are fully encrusted. A heck of a deal there, particularly if you're looking to just dip your toe into the water of SBS. Of course, there's some freshwater things here as well, because Williamstown is both fresh and marine, but we're going to focus on the marine side of things. See a little side shot of the SBS colonies in here. Some great growth tips while sitting in these holding tanks here, and you can get a good angle of each of the pieces in there from both the front and both sides. Heading into the first main bank of corals, you can see we've got some great pieces in here. I really like this leather here. He's got beautiful little polyp extensions on there. We've got no shortage of what looks like, I think they're Monty frags. I'm not actually sure what they are, those green pieces there. We've got some star polyps. We've got a great range of leathers, from toadstools to singularias, finger leathers, all sorts of soft corals in there, which are absolutely gorgeous to see in this huge range of options here. Really like this yellow one here. We've got, that one I'm pointing at, that's a stunner. Got some nice xenia pieces in there as well. We've got some green star polyps. Yet more range of leathers. If you're looking for a soft coral display, this is where you're going to want to go, because the team here at Williamstown have got huge assortment of soft corals, which look awesome. You get such great color, such flow. They fill out a tank really nicely. Good assortment of some wild caught zoas there. In fact, you see these ones here are not for sale from this line across. That's because they're the mother colonies and they're fragging them. You can buy frags of each of those pieces though, so don't be disheartened. It gives you a little insight as to what you could grow them out to be. In this system here, we've got some heliofungus, we've got some gonies, we've got some more toadstools. I can see some elegants there, some nice, really nice discomorphs in there, some recordias, little foxface, ensuring the algae is kept at bay in this system. But a huge assortment of elegants there, all looking really, really nice. Some beautiful bubble corals, including some small tentacle bubble corals there. Got those real little grape polyps on them. I quite like those with a bit of splash of toxic yellow through there. We've got another assortment of some elegance corals there. We've got some fungias there. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. Coming across into the next system here, we've got some live rock. You can see to the right there, that piece is sold, but don't despair. There's plenty of live rock here to pick from. Moving into some invert systems, we've got a giant leather there that I think is just being treated at the moment for a couple of bite marks, maybe from some flatworms by the looks. In this system here, we've got some nems, including some of these gorgeous, I believe, what are listed as frosted rose bubble tips, but these guys, I can tell you, have definitely taken on that orange hue, which gives them a real distinct little feature. See a little collector urchin in there, and no shortage of peppermint shrimp. $25 each, or 3 for, didn't see what the 3 for price was, sorry. Redline cleaner shrimps are $175 Australian. That's just a little shout out to my American friends who are watching, who think everything in Australia is dirt cheap when it comes to reef keeping. We pay through the nose for our inverts, and yeah, redline cleaner shrimps at $175 Australian, or about, I think that's about $140 US. I know you guys get them a lot cheaper than that, so yes, there are some things we pay a lot more for, so don't think everything is peachy down under. Moving on to some more live rock, some really nice looking pieces in there, and then we head on to the second big bay of the corals. This one's got no shortage of hammers in here, and I really like the flow pattern that got going in here. Seeing all of these hammers just pulse away in sync with each other when they're got a nice little distance between each other. There's just something so rhythmic and pleasing about it. There's a great assortment here of some of your more common colors through to some of your more rare colors. Beautiful contrasting pieces from your greens, your pinks, to your teals, to your golds. No shortage of hammers in there to pick from, and all very well priced. In fact, you've got a good assortment not only of colours but also sizes. Then we come down here to where some torches are, and I tell you what, Williamstown Aquarium have not missed out on some of the ultra high-end torch pieces. Have a look at that gold. He is absolutely shining there. I reckon you could turn the lights off and that thing would still light up a room. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And of course, there's some beautiful Hulk torches there, and some other nice, what I would call a raster with a green and purple tip on them. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. Moving on over into the next system here, we've got some nice affordable deshi, we've got some lobo, we've got some blasto colonies there. I can see some cynarias, including a beautiful red one there. There's another small tentacle bubble up the back there. This one's got even more toxic through it. Let's have a look for the pricing on him. Green bubble at $85. That's an absolute steal in my books. Beautiful piece. I really do like the small polyp bubbles. There's just something about them that always makes my heart speed up a few rates per minute. Coming across here, we've got more lobos. We've got some beautiful favias. Got a little bowerbanky frag here, I think it is. He's quite nice. I like the coloration on him. Let's see, got some Duncans up the back. In fact, the bowerbanky frag, $65 Australian, quite affordable, especially for the colours that it has. We've got some more cynarias. I can see some more favias, some acans. You see some more of these affordable deshis, and when I say affordable, we're talking about the $80 Australian mark. Got some nice Samacora frags there, another big juicy red cynaria, some little blasto gardens here, a couple of combinations of some frags stuck together. Got some beautiful, look at the blasto frags there, big polyp blastos. Let's see where he's at. 175, yeah, not surprised. He's something a little bit more unique. And then speaking of unique, check out these absolutely to die for gold chalice pieces here. Looking very nice and healthy. These guys, personally, I find them a little bit harder to keep. They seem to like a little less light, but those ones are doing just perfectly in that system. And then we're back to the front system where those ultra affordable SBS frags are. But it's not all about livestock, although there is another display tank here. This one, the Red Sea Reefer series, showcasing the Red Sea range of products. And this is another just It's probably an intermediate system compared to the one at the front, but there's still some very easy to keep corals in here. See, we've got some deshies, lobos, gonies, one of those small tentacle bubble corals. We do have a little, looks like a Dallas frag in there, a gorgeous Samacora in there, and a couple of SBS frags, some candy canes, some hammers, some torches, some leathers, and some gold chalice, as well as a big gold fungia down the bottom there. Little scolly garden here. It looks like it is absolutely loving life because they are all fat to the max. Beautiful little display. It's got the Red Sea Reef wave in there, the Red Sea Reef LED, just showcasing what you can do with the Red Sea range of products, and you'd have to say that it's turned out quite well. Looking in the counter there, or under the counter I should say, we've got a full range of Ecotech products, from their radians to their battery backups to their vortex to their mountings, their diffusers. We've got the AI range of lights as well as the Red Sea range of lights. Up on the counter we've got the new Red Sea Dip X. I do have some of this and I am currently producing a video for it, so do stay tuned for that. I know people are waiting on that one, so I apologize, but it is coming soon. And then up behind the counter we've got some dosing pumps, we've got some Ciche wave makers, we've got some supplements from Coral Essentials, Aquaforest, we've got a huge range of foods and test kits. In fact, there's no shortage of goods here. At Williamstown Aquarium, being a big store, they carry a lot of items, whether it be live goods or dry goods. They've got a huge range, including all of this of their own brand of filter pads and things like that. Coming over here, we can see some air pumps. What have we got here? Huge pieces of filter foam. We've got various different filter mats and things like that. Filter socks. We've got a huge assortment of hosing here, all your soft plumbing. We've got some, looks like some power compact T5 or T8 lights there for freshwater systems. But what I'm really impressed with is this huge range of RO housings and fittings here. This allows you not only to build your own RO system, but to customize yours or fit it out, from the pre-filters and carbon blocks and RO membranes to the housings, to all of these totally unique fittings here. These ones screw onto your taps and give you an RO outlet. You've got pressure gauges there, T-pieces in various sizes. You've got bulkheads, you've got taps, you've got stem elbows, you've got all the tubing there, as well as a fully made out RO system from the team here at Williamstown Aquarium. So I would go as far to say that anything you need for your RO system, the team here at Williamstown are going to have. Of course, because like I said, they do have freshwater here as well. They have some canister filters and bits and pieces like that. But just while we head over to the freshwater area, check out this here. I really like the fish list printed up so you can have a quick glance to see what is in store. Just in case you were overwhelmed and happen to miss something in the system, you can have a look through here. Not only do you see the fish, you see the prices as well. So even if you see a fish in one of the systems and you're not sure how much it is, you can come and check it out here, including all of their inverts as well. Over to the right hand side of the store here is where all of their freshwater livestock as well as some of their dry goods are. I'm not going to take you through there because all I'm going to do is embarrass myself with my absolute lack of knowledge of anything to do with freshwater. Up above the systems here you can see a huge UV system, which is critical for keeping these fish holding systems in optimum health. And speaking of these fish holding systems, let's go check them out. Starting off with a couple of pajama cardinals here and an angel. I'm going to say this one's a Quran angel, but Dave's going to kill me. He's told me so many times the difference between a juvenile emperor, a Quran, and a blueface, but the juveniles all look kind of similar. We got some fire gobies there. See a blonde Naso and a Ebly, I believe it is. We've got a nice little cleaner ass and a very shy Tang hiding out in the PVC there. I'm pretty sure that's a little tomato clown, a clownfish of some variety. Heading over here, we've got some wrasse. I can see a beautiful looking bicolor angel, a little bit shy around the camera, but beautiful nonetheless. Little baby rabbit fish there. That one is a Tang. I think he's a lavender Tang. Let's go with that. We've got a mimic Tang there by the looks. We've got some more fire gobies in there next to him. Beautiful sized fire gobies at that. Check out this angel to the left here. He is jet black. I've got the DSLR out to get some better footage of him. He is just a absolutely gorgeous specimen. Beautiful, beautiful dark coloration and nice, happy and healthy looking fish. He's one of those fish that just has that ultra deep black to it, almost like the world's darkest paint you've seen online. He just absorbs any light and almost looks like a shadow instead of a fish. Incredible to see. We got a nice little butterfly there, a long-nosed wrasse down the bottom.
Let's see what else we've got here. We've got a spotted puffer and a little angel there as well. I've got a few dwarf angels in at Williamstown Aquarium at the moment, so if you're looking for a little coral eater... Oh, I just spotted something down there. Check out that frogfish just blending in with the sand. What an absolute beauty he is. I love these fish. I've never had a tank suitable for one, but every time I see one, I'm keen to set up a little predator system to put a frogfish in. But yeah, they still need a decent volume, even though they don't move about that much. Got a pretty active clownfish up here. He's buzzing about. Some of these fish are particularly shy of my camera for some reason. And then again, when I see the reflection of my mug staring back at them, I can see why they're a bit scared. Looks like we've got a yellow eye Indian tang there. It's sort of a suitable replacement for the coal at the moment that we can't get out of Hawaii. Let's see what else we can find. Moving across, there are so many fish systems at Williamstown. It's crazy. You've got another little puffer here. What else? We've got another one of those tangs. We've got a little, I think that's an arc-eye hawkfish sitting up the top there. Such a cool little character those guys are. Got another one of those Indian tangs chilling out in the PVC pipe there. Let's see what else we can find. There's another variant of those tangs there. That one's got the C, so I'm going to go on a limb and say that's a Quran. Again, Dave's going to kill me. One day I'll learn the difference between all of those those angels there, sorry. We've got the gold rim tang there, or white cheek. We've got some wrasse, nice little sail fin. Heading down here, looks like, I think that's a chocolate goby in there, doing what he does in the sand. We've got a golden Midas blenny, a wrasse in there, a couple of different types of wrasses. Looks like maybe a carpenter's. We've got a couple more little tangs here. We've got a beautiful big trigger there. This one is an emperor. That's the adult coloration of an emperor angel. Those guys are super cool. They do like to have a little munch on coral, but great personalities. Beautiful trigger there. I'm not sure what type of trigger that is, but he's got really cool white lines just really contrasting against the black there. Got another cleaner wrasse there. This looks like a mimic tang, I think, but maybe not. Oh, a beautiful angel there. What a stunner that one is. In with a couple of wrasse and a clownfish. And we've got some Bangai cardinals, which I know a lot of people in Melbourne have been searching for, and the Williamstown Aquarium have quite a few about. So if you are chasing Bangai cardinals, you know where to get them from. We've got a wrasse there with another Indian yellow eye tang. Got a powder blue chilling out there in the PVC pipe. What else can we find? Another wrasse that I went past way too quickly there. We've got a sail fin there. Check out this this beautiful markings on this little sail fin. Such a gorgeous character. And we've got a sow hole in here flexing with his fins up. Beautiful dark coloration on his fins there. In fact, I'll grab the DSLR so we can get a better view of him, because he's just got some stunning markings on him there. Check out the the colours and just size on him. It's just a beautiful, beautiful specimen. I really like the look of a sow hole, not so much the nature of a sow hole. I believe they are fairly aggressive, and whilst my Atlantic blue is pretty aggressive too, that's definitely more than enough aggressive fish for me. Let's see what else we can find. If there is something in there, he's chilling in the PVC. Got another powder blue and I think that's a Stars and Stripes puffer. Little purple tang in the background there. Another tang. Let's see what we can find down here. Ah, yes, this blue line trigger. What an absolute stunner of a fish. Now, obviously, he's not suited to most reef tanks out there. He's obviously a bit of a predator fish, and he does get pretty large. In fact, I think this guy gets up to about a foot in size, but if you do have a predator system of decent size, probably a 300-gallon tank or so, what an absolute showpiece of a fish. I don't know if you're going to find another fish out there with more contrasting colours and patterns than that out there, because, man, he's just a little stunner. But there are yet more fish, and I've got another surprise of a absolute treasure of a predator to show you guys. But have a look at this big system up here. We've got some squirrelfish, blue tangs. We've got a big emperor in there. Check out the eyes on those guys. Big Watanabe angel, I think that is. What a stunner that one is. He's an absolute monster in size. But there are a few lionfish here, speaking of predators. But if we are going to talk predators, let's address the almost literal elephant in the room. Check out this gigantic groper here. I am under the impression, and correct me if I'm wrong, that he is a Queensland groper. Absolute beast of a fish. In fact, if my information is correct, he'll grow up to 100 inches in length, or 2.5 meters for our Australian viewers. Obviously a massive, massive fish. Probably won't get that big in captivity, but he's going to be massive nonetheless. Jack tells me that he took him in to rehome him and wasn't aware that he was going to get that big. So he's obviously got a fair mission on his hands to find a suitable home for this guy. But if you're looking for an absolutely gorgeous, massive, massive predator fish, you know you can find one here at Williamstown Aquarium. Come and see Jack and see what you can do to find a new home for him. But there are more reef safe and even predator fish that are going to suit most people's tanks a little bit better. Check out this huge assortment here of some rabbits, some Valentini puffers. We've got blonde narsos, beautiful clown tang there. He's got, I love the yellow and blue markings on him. Not quite as cool as the blue line trigger, but I guess a touch more reef safe, even though they get pretty aggressive too. Got a good nice purple tang options down there. We've got the long nose hawks. We've got the little Tamini tang there, which is something I haven't seen for a little while. Another one of my favorite angels that I can never remember which one it is between the three. Please forgive me on that. It's either a juvenile emperor, a Quran, or a juvenile blueface. But yeah, there's that Tamini. What a stunning little fish. Looks like a little trigger in next to him, maybe a Niger trigger. Another one in there, beautiful little fish. They are probably not reef safe as well, but we've got a nice purple tang there. In fact, he's got beautiful shape, colours and markings on him. Beautiful, beautiful option there. And what do we got up here? Giant blue tang, another little puffer. Looks like a long nose wrasse. Have a look at the markings on him. I do love those puffers. It's a shame they like to eat snails the way they do, but you know, puffers be puffers. That's the way things go, unfortunately. And we are almost at the end of the fish systems. We've got a couple of ultra rare yellow tangs there. I think these guys I did see advertised on Williamstown Facebook page. They were going at a much cheaper price than I've seen lately. Don't quote me. I can't remember if it was 600 or 800, but either way, it was well below $1,000 Australian, which is a very good price for a couple of very healthy-looking yellow tangs. We've got over in here, we've got another one of those juvenile angels that I cannot remember the name of. We've got some blue-green chromis, got chorus wrasse there, another gorgeous sohole tang, a nice little juvenile sohole there, some more purple tangs, some fire gobies or halfreechies are they potentially, got the purple markings there, some, you name it. Williamstown Aquarium always have a huge assortment of fish. There's no way to dance around that. Jack has absolutely filled these tanks to the brim full of fish. So if you are looking for a nice magnificent fox face there, if you're looking for a fish in particular, go and see what they have. And if they don't have what you're looking for, don't be afraid to speak to the very friendly staff, because Williamstown do have their own quarantine facility and they do bring a huge number of fish into the country and have just a good range of access to things that not a lot of fish shops do. So yeah, Jack and the team can help you out. Check out these gorgeous eels in here. Got a couple of gold, are they called goldflakes, snowflakes, whatever the type of eels they are. I don't want to say snowflake, that sounds condescending, but maybe they are. Beautiful eels nonetheless. And speaking of beautiful, check out this pink tail trigger. Such a pretty little fish. I know they're a bit of a predator and they will go after like shrimp, snails, small fish, maybe even have a nibble on some corals. But look at his face. He looks so super innocent. Surely he wouldn't touch anything like that. Yeah, okay, well maybe you would, but still a pretty fish nonetheless, and I absolutely love that splash of pink. But I did promise on the intro we would walk through the opening in the wall and check out the new expanded area of Williamstown Aquarium, which at this point in time is set up as a bit of a aquascaping room and also a display room for a lot of tanks, which is taking great advantage of the space. But after speaking to Jack, there is a little bit more planned for this space, or at least a little bit more of a fit out, which will be pretty cool because and one of the biggest stores in Melbourne is getting even bigger, which is always a plus in my books. And whilst I'm not a freshwater guy, I absolutely really appreciate some of these rocks that they use in freshwater aquascaping, because they're really pretty. And I after being to Underwater Pet Expo and seeing what some of Australia's best aquascapers do with these rocks and vines and things like that, and some plants to create some absolutely ridiculous scapes, I can totally appreciate it. And the fact that they've got a table out here with a measuring tape that you can then sort of build up a bit of a scape in store and see what you're going to come up with before having to buy extra pieces. And it's not all freshwater. We do have some marine-based stuff here, which of course you can do the same thing. You can build a little scape in store. So you're just buying the parts that you need. But have a look at some of these vines here. There's no shortage of, for freshwater systems, no shortage of some woods and things there to get your plants growing on. But this is the area of the expanded Williamstown store that I was really keen to check out. And it's this Cade Aquarium section where the team have got pretty much every Cade Marine or Pro Reef 2 system in stock, minus the 2100, which, let's face it, it's the biggest system, so understandable that they do come in on order, but they've got every other size in stock, and you can see all the prices there. You can even check out this one here, which I believe is the, it could be the 600 or the 900, it's the 900, it says right there, yeah, the Pro Reef 900 Series 2, set up on display there so you can see what you get. You can see the plumbing, you can see the tank, the cabinet, have a look at the sump and the dry area there, the electrical section. You can see how much space you've got to fit things like your chiller in there, your powered switches and outlets, so you can see if your, say, your pump controllers and things are going to fit in there. And you can just check out the general fit and finish and the high quality of a Cade aquarium, which is absolutely awesome. I know these aquariums are quite often back ordered because there is such demand for them, so to see a huge number of them sitting on here ready to take home is an absolute game changer for anyone in the market for a Cade aquarium. And I did notice they've got, when I said they've got all sizes, they do have the brand new 500, the Pro Reef 2 500, which is Cade's equivalent of the Nano system, but it's got a full sump and power sensor and everything ready to go. So absolutely awesome systems. And then, of course, it's not always about the high-end Cade systems. If you're looking for a bit more of a basic tank, Williamstown Aquarium have got a good assortment of options. So for all budgets or all styles, there is something here to help get you through. So we've got some basic tanks there. We've got some Aqua One Reef Sisses. We've got some, I believe, some Red Sea systems or some water boxes, or maybe even some no-name aquariums here. Like I said, regardless of your budget or your taste or style, there will be an aquarium here to suit your needs, particularly in the marine systems, but probably also freshwater as well. I must admit, I'm not sure exactly what freshwater aquarists are looking for, but I do know what marine guys are looking for, and there's a good option of tanks here on the floor ready to go. So if you are in the market for a new aquarium, you know where to head. I think that's about all we've got in the expanded Williamstown Aquarium shop tour. I will probably wrap the video up there. You can see the store is quite busy. It is Sunday, and lots of people are waiting to make their purchases. So I'm going to pack this camera up and get out of the way. Alright guys, there we have it. That is my tour of the new and improved and expanded Williamstown Aquarium. If you do head in store this weekend or anytime, be sure to let the team know you saw it on Parker's Reef, and be sure to check out that huge range of Cade aquariums, because I know personally that having them on the floor ready to go is going to make a huge difference. And I know if I was in the market for a brand new Cade, I'd want to go have a look at one and put it in the cart right there and then that day, not have to wait for the next order to come in. So I think Jack is onto an absolute goldmine of an idea there for everyone in the market for a Cade aquarium. Now, if you've got any questions, comments, feedback, or you want to let me know that I mispronounced or got any of those angels wrong in the video, which I already know I did, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I do personally reply to each and every comment there, so it is the best way to get hold of me. Other than that, guys, I will wrap things up there. Stay safe, keep reefing. Till next time, bye.